What's up, wrestling fans? Marks, workers, bookers, managers, refs, announcers, commentators, timekeepers, valets. And of course, you've always got to give love to the boys and girls in the ring crew. I am Matt F. Wallace, and today we are unboxing the February 2018 Pro Wrestling Loot from ProWrestlingLoot.com. If you're a regular viewer of my wrestling channel here, you know that Pro Wrestling Loot has really been stepping up their boxes in the last few months since they kind of restructured everything at the beginning of 2018. They raised the price of their standard box by $5 from I think $19.95 to was it $19.99 to $24.99. So it was $19.99, now it's $24.99. But in doing that, they've allowed themselves to start including more big ticket items like more t-shirts and action figures, and really get on the same level as like Wrestle Crate or That Wrestling Club or Pro Wrestling Crate, offering the same level and spectrum of items, but actually at a much at a cheaper rate. This is still for boxes that do autographs and exclusive items. This is still the most cost-effective wrestling monthly subscription box that I'm aware of out there. It beats all the rest of the ones that do the kind of stuff that this one does. The only cheaper monthly subscription box I'm aware of is the wrestling box, but they do not do autographs or any exclusive items. They just do mostly licensed WWE stuff. So for the bang we've been getting for our buck, this is definitely a contender for one of the best monthly subscription boxes out there with a wrestling theme. I've been impressed, so I'm interested to see what this month holds. I don't know if there's a theme for this month. Pro Wrestling Loot likes to kind of do underneath themes. They like to kind of like just let you discover the theme as you go through the box, and then they'll tell you later what it was. So anyway, once you cut the tape and you open up the box, this is what you're gonna see. Right off, it looks like we have a t-shirt and some kind of figure. So that's pretty badass. I like it because I just hyped how they're stepping up their big ticket items. And I did not overhype them. So I'm going to take the t-shirt. I'm going to set it aside as kind of our main event. And also because I'm just really interested what the hell this thing is. Oh, it's Willie Mack. It's Chocolate Caliente himself. Oh my God, it's a bobblehead. Okay. And it's autographed. It is an autographed Willie Mack bobblehead. You, of course, know Willie Mack, well, from the indie scene if you're a hardcore indie fan, but most of you would know him from Lucha Underground. Chocolate Caliente, I'm sorry, Chocolate Thunder and Milk Chocolate. I remember when he was Chocolate Caliente. So yeah, this is a Pro Wrestling Loot exclusive. Talk about stepping up your game, man, from going from we're going to do more action figures to we're going to do our own thing. And they got him to autograph it. That is supremely cool. All right, can I take this out without damaging it so I can actually show you the figure better? I'm gonna be really careful here. I don't want to mess it up, but I feel like you're not getting the full effect of the bobblehead. Oh, okay, cool. So that's on the outside. All right, cool. So this is too cool. Oh, okay, that's actually really awesome. So that is your Willie Mack bobblehead. Great detail. They've got full detail front and back. Mac on the back of the shorts, the knee pads, the boots, the socks, everything. That's really cool. Do you like your bobblehead, Willie? Yes, he does. That's really cool. That's really funny. I feel torn now because like he signed the box, so you want to keep it in the box and display it, but I kind of just want to put that on my desk because that's awesome. Willie does not look like the dude who trained me to wrestle Lathon, the Tower of Torture from back in the day, but the bobblehead face actually kind of does. The bobblehead reminds me of my trainer back in the day. he had the facial hair groomed that way for a while too, so vaguely there. Willie does not look like him, but the bobblehead does. Not that the bobblehead isn't a good Willie Mack bobblehead, but it's different. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. So that is your autographed Pro Wrestling Loot exclusive Willie Mack bobblehead. Did not see that coming, and that's a very cool. That is a very cool, very unique item. I think we can all agree on that. So next we've got our pin for the month. Oh, cool. So Continuing their mashup theme of wrestlers and The Simpsons, we've got Bret Hart, The Simpsons version. Make sure that focuses. We've gotten before, I believe, Sting and Hulk Hogan, and now we've got Bret Hart. And I believe Bret Hart actually was on The Simpsons on some episode, wasn't he? So isn't this something that was actually on The Simpsons? But anyway, those are cool. It's a cool mashup. I like The Simpsons. I like wrestling, so I'm all for mashing up Simpsons and the wrestling. And I always love Bret Hart items because he was one of the greatest of all time. And don't at me. Don't at me, bro. So that's your pin for the month. We've got our autograph face down with extra stuff in it. Looks like cards. So we won't do the autograph yet. We've got our certificates of authenticity there for, I assume, the whatever this autograph is, and the signed Willie Mack bobblehead, just to let you know that someone witnessed everybody signing the things they said they were going to sign. So if you remember the last Pro Wrestling Loot, they concluded their original trading card series, and I assume this is the beginning. Oh, these are different. Oh, this one isn't. Okay, so anyways, begin with this. So they've started a new series of original trading cards. That's number 1, you can see there. And for their first one, they've chosen Samoa Joe, so the Submission Machine. And that's a cool card. As I've said before, I'm not a trading card guy. I don't have anything to do with them, and I'm not going to painstakingly collect them. But I like the art on that a lot. That's actually a really good art print of Joe. I feel like the art style is different than the last series of cards they did. I feel like it's more realistic and less cartoonish. Maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe that's what the new series is. Maybe the new series is going to be more like this style of art, which I'm for. And then we've got cards that are not... These are not Pro Wrestling Loot trading cards. These are actually... so these are New Japan. These are straight up New Japan trading cards. Oh, I know what this is. This is King of Pro Wrestling. This is actually... this is from a trading card game that New Japan used to do. I don't think they do it anymore. Or do they? I don't know. But anyway, so we've got several, I guess, just kind of bonus items. These are original New Japan King of Pro Wrestling trading cards. So you see we've got like Taichi there. And then on the back there are like stats, all in Japanese. And like codes, I think the thing with this was you were supposed to like scan it online or put the code in online, and then you could play the game online based on the cards you had, which sounds really overly complicated to me. But the card is cool. That's a good Taichi trading card. Then we've got Kobashi, GHC heavyweight champion. This is latter-day Kobashi, obviously. Kenta Kobashi, one of the all-time greats, man. And then all the Japanese stats, if you're interested in that. That's a great shot of him. That's a great card. I'll tell you, man, if I could live like Groundhog Day over and over again, if I could live forever in one period of wrestling, it might very well be that early 90s All Japan period of wrestling, man. When it was just like, when it was Misawa and Kobashi and Kawada, and then all the Gaijins, Stan Hansen and Dr. Death. That was just one of the best periods of pro wrestling in history. I love those matches to death. And then last but not least, we have... So this is older than old school. That is Toshiaki... That's Fujiwara. Toshiaki Fujiwara, inventor of the Fujiwara armbar from back in the day. You can see him just kicking the hell out of somebody there. I'm not sure who he's kicking. Somebody in a mask whose name escapes me right now. But that is for sure Fujiwara. I always thought there was the hypest thing that could happen to you as a worker is to have a move named after you that everybody uses throughout time. That's like the best kind of wrestler immortality. Okay, so yeah, so you got your Samoan Joe beginning the new Pro Wrestling Loot Trading Card Series, and then just some bonus but authentic New Japan King of Pro Wrestling Trading Card game cards. And then last item in the box before we do the t-shirt is our autograph. Let's see who it is. Oh my God. Okay, this is sick. Not Beefcake, it's Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And that is old school WWF, late 80s, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, 8x10 autograph. I'm into that all day. That was my childhood, man. That late 80s, early 90s WWF was my childhood. And back then, you didn't know that Beefcake couldn't work for shit. You didn't know that. You were just a kid. You were a kid, and he had a really good gimmick. This was a good gimmick for 1989. He'd come out with his shears. He'd put people in a sleeper. He'd cut their hair, which was the realest shit ever. That's what was great. That's what people don't realize was great about the barber gimmick. Was like, if you were a kid in the late 80s, you were still telling all your friends who didn't like wrestling and your family, especially the adults in your family, they were always the biggest dicks, like your uncles and shit who weren't into it. You were always telling them, no, wrestling is real. You're wrong. It's not fake. And Brutus was one thing you could point to, and you could point at that and be like, no, see, he's really cutting their hair. That's real. That's a real thing that's happening. Wrestling is real. So that was actually a fair contribution from Brutus Beefcake to that era of fans who were me. But so yeah, I'm all about an old school Brutus the Barber Beefcake autograph. That's really cool. Last but not least, we have our spoiler card. Which, am I on the spoiler card this month? I don't believe I'm on the spoiler card this month, but I'm not going to take it personally. It's okay. We'll set that aside because we still have our t-shirt. Our last item in the box is our t-shirt. It is an athletic gray Gildan heavy cotton 4X, so I can wear it. Fuck you, Loot Crate, or Slam Crate. That only goes up to a 3X in your shirts. Bam! Who we got? Who is that? Is that Son of Havoc? From Lucha Underground? It's a monster. Oh, you know, is that supposed to be... Okay, hold on a second. So that says Monster. Is that supposed to be Braun Strowman? I only say that because I remember on Pro Wrestling Loot's Twitter, they said that this month's box would have a Bret Hart item and a Braun Strowman item, and we have our Bret Hart pin, and Monster is Strowman's thing. So is that supposed to be... I thought it looked like Son of Havoc from Lucha Underground when I pulled it out, because it's the beard with the mask. Like, this looks like a mask to me. That looks like a mask to me. Am I wrong about that? Or is that supposed to be a skull? I'm confused. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a cool shirt, but I'm confused. I want to say it's supposed to be Braun Strowman because of the monster thing, and because they said there was going to be a Strowman item in this box. But that looks like Son of Havoc to me. I'm sorry. That was the first thing I thought when I saw the face. I'm like, that is Son of Havoc from Lucha Underground, the mask with the beard. Like, I know him, but his thing isn't monster. Like, Braun Strowman's thing is he's the big monster heel of the new era. Well, I assume it'll say on the spoiler card. We'll find out in a second here. So that is your February 2018 Pro Wrestling Loot. Continuing to bring it with the good value, man. T-shirt and an exclusive figure. Let's do some. Let's do some recap here. We had. We'll do like littlest to biggest. So we had our trading cards, our Submission Machine Samoa Joe #1 in Pro Wrestling Loot's new trading card set. We had our King of Pro Wrestling trading card inserts. We had Fujiwara, Kobashi, and Taichi there. We got our pin of the month, which is the third in their little mashup series of The Simpsons with wrestling. And we got Bret Hart. We got an old school Brutus the Barber Beefcake autographed 8x10, which, again, I'm all about the old school. I grew up with it, and it's still my favorite version of the WWF. Is still, at the end of the day, even over the Attitude Era, I'd have to go with the late 80s, early 90s, like that last Hulkamania wave WWF. I'd have to go with it. There's too much nostalgia there. So we got that. We got our Willie Mack autographed bobblehead, personally autographed bobblehead, and that again is a Pro Wrestling Loot exclusive series. Oh, it's a series, so they're gonna be doing more of these. I'm down for that. I'm all about wrestling bobbleheads, so bring me more bobbleheads. And then finally, we have our monster T-shirt, which it has to be Braun Strowman. That's the only thing that makes sense. So I'm going to say Braun Strowman monster T-shirt. But now we can go to the spoiler card and find out. So yeah, February 2018 Mystery Wrestling Box. Autographed 8x10. And I always like how they have a picture of the wrestler signing the 8x10 when they put him in the box. I just like seeing that. That's always good. We have a wrestling t-shirt. He's one of the biggest monsters of this generation. It doesn't say who it is. That's all it says. It just says he's the biggest. It has to be Strowman. It's a Braun Strowman t-shirt. Actually, you know what's sick? Like, looking at the spoiler card picture, maybe just because it's from further away, like I see Strowman in the face more. It looks more like Braun Strowman in the picture than it kind of does on the shirt. Is the image different on the shirt than it is in the picture? It's a little different. It's a little different. That's a different. That looks like a different shirt, man. Like his beard is bushier and it's black for one thing, which is another thing that's not helping this along. So I'm gonna go ahead and concede that this is a Braun Strowman t-shirt, but it freaking looks like Son of Havoc from Lucha Underground. So I don't know what to say about that. I'm not gonna deduct points for that. If anything, I'll give him bonus points because now it can be either. If you're at a WWE show, you can tell them you're rocking a Braun Strowman shirt. If you're at an indie show with like an anti-WWE crowd, just tell them it's Son of Havoc from Lucha Underground, and you'll be fine. And nobody can dispute you because I'm sorry, that looks like Son of Havoc from Lucha Underground. And the shirt looks different on the spoiler card. It looks more like Braun Strowman on the spoiler card. Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't mean to harp on that. I was genuinely confused. I'm good either way. I'm good with the Braun Strowman shirt, good with the Son of Havoc shirt. I just want to know who I'm repping. And then we had our Willie Mack bobblehead, official exclusive bobblehead autographed by Willie Mack, Lucha Ground Understar. Exclusive pin and card, number 3 in the series of mashup exclusive pins, number 1 in the series 2 trading card set. And then New Japan trading cards. Who did you receive? Okada, Naito, Vader, Cody, Ricochet? Who'd you receive? We got Kobashi, Fujiwara, and Taichi, which was good. All right, good box, man. Solid box for February. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Pro Wrestling Loop continuing to step up their game. As you know, we rate boxes in 3 categories here. We do curation, which is the items chosen for the box, how they represent the theme of the box, how they relate to each other, how they represent the properties they're chosen to represent or the wrestlers they're chosen to represent. We do exclusivity, which is how exclusive are the items to the box. Is it all just a bunch of crap you can go get at Hot Topic? And value, which is it worth the money you paid for the box? On curation, I don't see a cohesive theme to the box. I like all the items chosen, and whichever way the t-shirt goes, I like the t-shirt. I just feel like we didn't get the shirt from the card. So on curation, I'll give them a solid 8 out of 10 on that. It's a mix, but it's a good mix of stuff. Very, very good items. I like all the items in the box. T-shirt confusion aside. Exclusivity, high marks on exclusivity for this month. Give them a 9 out of 10 all day on that. Maybe even 9.5. 9.5 out of 10. Just shy of a perfect 10 on exclusivity. With the great bobblehead and the throwback autograph and the mashup pins and the exclusive cards and everything. 9.5 out of 10 all day. On value, I will absolutely go 10 out of 10. For stepping up the cost of the box $5 to $24.99, you're getting tremendous value for that. Again, this is it's a lower cost than any of the other monthly subscription boxes that do exclusive items and autographs. And it's on the same level as any of those other boxes. We got a shirt, we got a figure, we got an exclusive autograph, we got bonus items. Like it's not a second tier box anymore. Like this is playing with the big boys, and you're paying less to play on that level. So 10 out of 10 on value. Highly recommend Pro Wrestling Loot. They're very sufficiently stepping up their game. I want to kind of know what happened with the shirt because I think something did happen there. But I still love the box. I love the bobblehead. Sincerely, I'm really conflicted on whether I'm just going to put this on my desk or put it back in the package and put it on a shelf to show off the autograph. But I am keeping that. That is not going in my prize box. That is for me. So yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the contents of the box, what you thought of the video, what you're thinking of the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll be back as more boxes come in throughout the rest of February. Hope you enjoyed this one. I did. In the meantime, I am Matt F. and Wallace, and I think I just heard a bell ring.